welcome to your English news broadcast live on ERi-TV. It's exactly 10:30 p.m. on Eritrea's local time from our headquarters at Asmara with your domestic and international news in brief. I'm Zahra Badouri, but first we'll begin with your top and exclusive headlines for this hour. On your domestic tripartite meeting of foreign ministers of Eritrea, Egypt and Somalia. Annual conference of Eritrean Medical Association. And on your international, Iran's IRGC unveils new underground missile base. Nicolas Maduro sworn in as Venezuela's president for the third term. With your news proceedings, first tripartite regular meeting of the foreign ministers of Eritrea, Egypt and Somalia was conveyed in Cairo yesterday. At the meeting, Mr. Osman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Eritrea, Dr. Badr Abdul-Ati, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Egypt, and Mr. Ahmed Muallim Faqi, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Somalia, discussed on strengthening regional cooperation as well as promotion of peace and security in the Horn of Africa. The meeting was conducted in coordinates with the provisions of the Tripartite Summit held in Asmara on 10th October 2024 between President Isaias Afwerki, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and President Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud. Foreign Minister Osman Saleh further held a meeting with his Egyptian counterpart, Dr. Badr Abdul-Ati, on bolstering economic cooperation between the two countries. The Eritrean Medical Association held its 26th annual conference on 11th January at the Asmara Palace Hotel. Speaking at the event, Professor Nagasi La'ake, president of the association, highlighted that the Medical Association has over 200 members who play a pivotal role in the country's healthcare system. He emphasized the members' responsibility to lead effort in improving healthcare delivery, advocating for patients, and modernizing medical service to achieve measurable outcome. Professor Nagasi also noted that the scientific papers presented at the Congress held great significance for delayed medical practices. He encouraged members to actively participate in operational research and contribution to scientific studies of medical importance. The Congress featured research papers addressing key topics including reducing maternal mortality, combating medicine resistance, livestock owners' understanding of tuberculosis, and malaria resistance, among others. Participants engaged in the extensive discussion on the research papers and adapted various recommendations due to this event. This included expanding the association members, enhancing members' capabilities and capacities, establishing a research committee, and creating an information network. Established over 30 years ago, the Eritrean Medical Association continues to grow with a membership of more than 200 professionals. Members of the first round of the National Service Association have voluntarily donated blood in an effort to save lives through their renewable blood donation. This marks the 7th time the association has conducted such a voluntary initiative. Mr. Jamal Saleh, chairman of the association, stated that due to continuous awareness-raising activities, the members of the donating blood has steadily increased. He stressed that no life should be lost due to a lack of blood supply. Nurse Orba Yohannes, head of blood services at the National Blood Transfusion Service, commended the initiative taken by members of the first round of the National Service Association. He also called on others to follow this noble example, while participants in the program expressed their satisfaction with voluntarily donating blood to enrich the supply for health facilities. They also reiterated their readiness to continue their contributions. To the studio and back with your global reports. And on your reports on the global line, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has unveiled a new underground missile base, state-run the ERi-TV reported. Footages broadcast by ERi-TV on Friday night showed the facility described as a missile city being unveiled in the presence of Brigadier General Hossein Salami and Brigadier General Amir Ali al-Jazda, head of the aerospace force of the country. According to a report released by Brigadier General Hossein Salami, the Iranian missile development and manufacturing has increased twice as much. He also criticized nations whom released false accusations against Iran. Brigadier General Hossein Salami further emphasized that his country's military forces will soon be able to test brand new sophisticated missiles. As reported, this underground installation camp is set to send a firm message to Western nations along with Israel, whom are repetitively pressuring Iran. In the past 3 days, Iran ran a missile and radar training to ensure its heavy military equipment's ready for a test run. In additional news, Iran ran an Air Force military exercise on 11th of this January as a proceeding and part of the 2-month general military training. It began in the 4th of this January. However, this training is aimed to enhance military capability and empower national protection against foreign tensions. Iran is known to be one of the nations of our time who have shown vast and fast enhancement in military power. On your final report, Nicolas Maduro on Friday was sworn in as Venezuelan president for a 3rd term, taking the oath before National Assembly President Jorge Rodriguez, and on the constitutional Maduro pledged to ensure peace, prosperity, equality, and the new democracy in Venezuela. On July 28, 2024, however, Maduro won the presidential election with 51.95% of votes, according to figures from the National Electoral Council. However, as released by the country's forces on 11th January, the Venezuelan forces have condemned sanctions that trespasses international law projected from US, UK and European Union as means of pressuring the South American nation. Last week, the Venezuelan government has arrested 7 foreigners suspected to have organized a coup against the country's government. Some of the suspects under arrest are said to be of U.S. nationality. Dear viewers, that is all for now with your domestic and international news in brief. We'll leave you with the rest of our programs here on ERi-TV, but first, a review of the top and exclusive headlines. Triprot meeting of foreign ministers of Eritrea, Egypt and Somalia in the capital Cairo. Annual conference of Eritrean Medical Association, and more on your domestic. On your international, Iran unveils new underground missile base. And last but not least, Nicolas Maduro sworn in as Venezuelan president for the 3rd term. Enjoy the rest of our programs. Bye-bye for now.